Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Spider-Gwen, issue 1. Before I start talking about Spider-Gwen, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 87, and that's a show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show. And here are those exclusive comics. We got Graveyard Shift, issue 3, Future's End, issue 43, Curb Stomp, issue 1, All New X-Men, issue 38, Little Mermaid, issue 1, The Flash, issue 39. Spider-Man 2009, issue 9. Effigy, issue 2. Batman Eternal, issue 47. Earth 2, World's End, issue 21. Fantastic Four, issue 643. And S.H.I.E.L.D., issue 3. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno, episode 87, which is annotated. But let's talk about the big issue, the most anticipated issue of not just this week, but of the year. Spider-Gwen, issue 1. I was totally stoked to read Spider-Gwen. I love Edge of Spider-Verse issue 2 that came out last year. It was my book of the year that came out. Not just the pick of the week. It was the book of the year. And I just love Spider-Gwen's characters. I was super excited to read issue 1. And I got a couple issues of Spider-Gwen, actually. I got the baby variant, I got the regular cover, and then I got another baby variant, because I really, really like this series. So, I did get a couple issues of Spider-Gwen. Very, very cool baby cover. Let's see what's going on with the story. So in this issue, we get to see that Spider-Gwen is back from Spider-Verse. Her life has kind of changed because of it, and she's trying to go back to her own life, and she sees that everyone still thinks she's a menace, and one of the villains that are out there right now is the Vulture, and Vulture wants to attack Spider-Woman, wants to attack Spider-Gwen, and he's kind of the big bad of this issue. Other things going on is that Gwen's father is trying to get in touch with her and worrying about her, because now there's a new person on the police trying to go against Spider-Woman is ahead of that force, which is the Punisher, Frank Castle. And you get to see some of those nods throughout the whole issue. You get to see Frank Castle, you get to see Ben Grimm as a police officer, so we're definitely getting a lot of nods to other Marvel heroes, maybe turning into something else in the future, who knows, but they are definitely in this cast. So overall, her father's very worried about her. Another story going on is with the Mary Janes. The Mary Janes actually had their song become a hit, but people are upset because they're not really doing much because Gwen has left, quit, and Mary Jane thinks she could hold the whole band, but they realize that they need Gwen, and we'll see if Mary Jane will have the guts to say, "Hey Gwen, can you join the band again?" Because at this point, the band is just not doing so well. And by the end of the issue, we get to see that Vulture and Spider-Gwen are in a fight, and they're fighting, and she falls. And it's the same fall of kind of that Brooklyn Bridge fall where she died in the regular Amazing Spider-Man series. As she's trying to call her dad for help, she actually accepts that help, and she's fallen to her death. What did I think about this issue overall? Really, really enjoyed it. I would say I'm going to just give my little nitpicks to the issue. I don't love Vulture as a villain ever. I've never been a big Vulture villain, so my interest in Vulture, I didn't really have that much interest of the villain, but I did have a lot of interest in that cliffhanger. And also I would say that there's a lot of stories packed in here, and I felt like it was less organic as Edge of Spider-Verse. I felt like the flow of Edge of Spider-Verse was a little bit better than this, but these are like the small nitpicks I have for Spider-Gwen. Very small. Everything else I thought was great. It really builds up to now finally a series plot, you know, not just a one-issue plot, but seeing what's happening with the Mary Janes, you know, her father, and really just building up some really interesting plot lines. Really interested to see if Gwen ends up joining the Mary Janes again. I think one thing we're going to see with the Mary Janes, especially Mary Jane's character in general, is that Mary Jane's going to be a bitch in the beginning of the series, but I hope we're going to see Gwen and Mary Jane become the best of friends as the series goes on. I think we're going to see that. We're going to kind of understand Mary Jane a bit more, find out why she's the person she is, why she kind of acts like a bitch. You know, all these type of characters that always get that fleshed out storyline. And I hope in the future we'll get to see that with Mary Jane. Because at this point, I don't think she's really an antagonist. I really do think she's this misunderstood character, and I think that'll just make her even more interesting. I also really enjoy what's going on with Gwen's father. I like that he's trying to reach her. It's not him trying to ignore her. It's Gwen trying to ignore him. And, you know, the consequences of Spider-Verse was great. I love the line that Gwen says, just like, I'm gone and everyone wants me. And when I'm here, everyone wants me gone. So I love that line. It just feels very Spider-Man to me. You know, it's always like, oh, you're a menace. Oh, no, wait, New York is burning up. Please save us. So it's very much the same in the Spider-Gwen world. Artwork, beautiful. Love, love the artwork. And I was mentioning that in my Amazing Spider-Man review, just as I show you the artwork. Right here's the spider sense. She has her spider sense here, but in the Amazing Spider-Man title it says the spider people are not going to have their spider sense. I thought that was a little confusing, but here's the artwork. Just really, really enjoy it here. And then let's talk about the ending. I love the homage to, obviously, Gwen's death, and I think she's obviously going to defeat her own death here. And to show, hey, you know how I died there? And I had no destiny, I could save myself from that same situation. So I really enjoyed that ending. Can't wait to see how she gets out of this. Very, very cool. So, good issue. Again, besides the little nitpicks I had, the little two small nitpicks, I gave Spider-Gwen issue 1 4.5, and I can't wait to see where this series goes. So, definitely pick up Spider-Gwen. I think this is going to be one of my favorite series already coming out. Not just from Marvel, but just coming out in general. So hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also in the description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.